Do you think they want to teach that?
I guess for the future of what their agenda was, or maybe might have been, they wanted to possibly mold people into some kind of hipster, hippie, 60s, 70s thing, but it wasn't even like that in the 60s and 70s.
I mean, for me personally in this state, great, but for other women, other places, what happens to them?
I'm so happy. Is Trump coming? New president.
Wow, she's excited. I didn't even get to ask her the question. She's already.
Right, 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 yeah, even though you're right, 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 right.
Hello, strangers. We are here today in South Amboy, New Jersey. We're just going to go around and ask the locals how they're feeling with the new president-elect coming up. By the way, please like and subscribe. I'm posting a video every single day, and it's not just some 1 minute little reaction or shorts or 5 minutes just ranting on about nothing. I'm giving you 10 to 20 minute quality videos every single day. So please subscribe, and you will get the best news feed that you will ever have in your YouTube algorithm. And YouTube will thank me as well. Let's go. Here in South Amboy, New Jersey, cameraman, you're getting paid. This is why you get paid the big bucks. Just follow me down the stairs. So we're here, and we are asking. So Trump is about to be the next president. We just want to get a local feel of how everybody is feeling. Are you excited? Are you worried? What do you guys feel?
Personally, when it comes to politically neutral.
I'm the same way. I don't really get into politics very much. The only thing I'm worried about is honestly women's rights.
Right.
You know, had problems before and afraid you can't do what you need to do anymore. That's
Sure.
what I'm worried about.
All right. So that's a worry for you. So I guess what I'm asking is what do you think will be the difference between now and then when he takes office?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't have strong enough opinions on politics to fully go into anything.
Well, what my audience would want to know is a follow up. Is I guess if you say by your own admission that you don't really know that much, where does the worry come from? Does it come from your inner circle? Does it come from people that you listen to? Is it something that you personally have witnessed? Where does it come from?
I mean, I would say probably social media, and definitely my inner circle has said things along those lines too. But again, I don't pay enough attention to it, like politics wise, to like really get into it. But like from things I've heard in the past and things of that sort.
Just want to get your general thoughts. Are you excited? Are you worried? How do you feel?
I hope he does a good job. I hope he does something for what used to be the middle class. Seems like only the elderly and the sick get taken care of, and the veterans get put by the wayside, and the people scratching every day to make a living. Do something for us.
Right.
Then I'll support my president.
So we're going around and we're asking people. Trump's going to be the next president. Are you excited? Are you worried? How do you feel?
To be frank, me personally, I don't care. My father loves Trump.
All right.
My mother loves Kamala. Whatever it is, I just hope that everything gets better.
That's interesting.
Pretty much the bottom take.
That's a very interesting dynamic. How?
Because to me, I feel like it's either race or financial.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? How about just make everything better?
Right.
That's my take, and I don't care who does what, who's voting for what. I just hope that the country gets better in general.
Right. So I want to follow up on that.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people who, with Trump being president, they are on this movement that they call the 4B movement, where there are women who are it comes from Korea, and the words like have to all start with B. But long story short, it means that women are withdrawing from relationships, romantic and sexual, from
I
men.
believe that wholeheartedly. I'm 36 and single and bold.
The reason why I'm asking is because
Yeah.
you said your father was pro-Trump and your mother was pro-Kamala, right?
Yeah.
So has there been any tension between that? Has she threatened to leave? Because there's a lot of people online.
Frankly, she left 15 years ago.
Oh, okay. That's how that works. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
But
Yeah.
that has nothing to do with what the progression of the country could be, regardless. You know what I mean?
Right.
So for me, it's just agitating. I just hope everything gets better.
Right.
That's it.
I would say like skeptical.
Skeptical. What makes you not so sure about him? Is it a lack of information? Is it that you've seen him do things and it makes you question if he's going to be good or not? What exactly are you skeptical of?
I mean, I'm skeptical, but not like in a bad tone or a good tone. It's just like,
Cautiously optimistic?
Not that much,
Mhm.
but we have to see like what happens in the next 4 years. Because of course, there has been like a lot of information, misinformation.
Mhm.
So I think it's good to give chances to see what's gonna happen.
Right.
I'm not like a supporter or not because I don't even vote yet.
Yeah.
But you
What?
know,
Why don't you vote?
because I'm not allowed yet because I'm a resident.
So referring to your last statement, you said about women's health care. Um, I will say that in this state, it is legal all the way up to 9 months.
Mhm.
So, and that will not change in this state.
Right.
Does that make you worry less? Are you more excited, or does that make you even more worried? How do you react to that news?
I mean, for me personally in this state, great, but for other women, other places, what happens to them?
You know what? Immigrants want to come to this country and work hard. Put them in the system. Give them a social security number. That adds more to social security. That adds more to retirement funds. You're not just stealing funds from the American workers. You know.
Yes. What do you say to people that would say, well, there's a process for it, and you should go through that process before you come because we don't want to just let anybody in the country, such as
No, I
like.
agree with not everybody.
Mhm.
You know, but the people who deserve to come here should be let they should be left alone and let them to come. You know.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know,
I guess.
the American dream, but I'm not sure what that is anymore.
I'm so happy. Is Trump coming? Is new president?
Wow, she's excited. I didn't even get to ask her the question. She's already won. What's
Okay,
up?
go ahead.
No, like I ask everybody,
Okay.
is Trump's going to be the 47th president of the United States.
Right.
Are you excited about anything? Are you worried about anything?
No, I'm excited about him.
Mhm.
I'm looking at a bright future again for when he came,
Mhm.
and I'm happy.
So, what in particular are you most excited about with him coming into office? Is there a specific policy, a specific thing he's going to do? What are you specifically excited for?
His vision, like that what he gonna do again.
Mhm.
We wanted to country it'll upgrade.
That he was president in 2016 and you had 4 years.
Mhm.
Why are you still skeptic if you've had 4 years already? What do you think is going to change in between that? Were you
Well,
happy when he was president last
I
time? Were you
was
sad? Or how?
I was not in this country at that time, so that's
All
why I'm a
right.
little bit skeptical because I don't know
Right.
like
Okay.
all of that happened, and I don't want to like say things or give opinions of things that I don't quite know.
Right.
You know, my generation is known to be not a lot on the news, a lot on the things that the presidents do. We're not like that grasped with that information.
Right.
So you know, it would not be the best um, option for me to say things that I'm not completely sure about. That's why I'm like a little bit like skeptical. That's why I'm like I don't give any certain opinions, like
Sure.
facts, because I don't want to speak from this misinformation that I have.
What specifically do you think will be better and or might be worse when Trump takes office?
Well, that's a tough question, but I just hope some kind of order is restored. I feel like it's a free for all kind of in the past 4 years,
Right.
and everybody just kind of gets to do what they want and how they want, and live wherever you want, live on the street, and do things like that. Okay, I understand that tough times come, but I just hope that Trump maybe cleans something up to make something a little better.
Sure.
I might be leaning towards Trump in that sense, but maybe I just want to see change. I
Right.
don't know. I'm just kind of fed up.
Just to hound you a little bit, what specifically are you looking forward to be upgraded? Like the economy, like the border situation, like what exactly are you
My
looking for?
main concern is small business dying right now.
Yes.
So they have to do again with a small business go up.
Hmm.
So all small business now is dying.
Right. And did you how did you feel small businesses were these past 4 years versus when Trump was president?
It is good when he is good,
Okay.
but right now is sick.
I don't like how everything is. And excuse me, my uncle's gay. Everybody in my family is somewhat gay.
Right. Sure.
So I feel like it's Kamala's gay and Trump is straight.
Sure.
And I don't
Okay.
appreciate that. I don't need teachers that are teaching middle school kids how to
Right.
behave sexually.
Yeah.
That was really my main concern.
Right.
Is that I don't want these kids learning what is right and what is wrong based on sexuality when, excuse my French, male's balls didn't drop yet. You don't know
Right.
what exactly you are.
Sure. Yeah.
And you could edit that out, but I mean that's
No,
my
it's fine.
issue.
Say whatever you
Even
want.
females as well. I don't need this kind of. It seems like they were trying to guide them. Excuse me.
No problem.
It seems like they were trying to guide them into becoming of the same sex, and I really didn't
Right.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Because if I had a son or
That'd
a
be-
daughter or whatever it is, I don't want a teacher telling them how to behave. It's into the home. It belongs in the home.
Sure.
It doesn't belong in a school system. How about we start teaching math, English, history,
Right.
and things like that?
How to balance a checkbook,
Why-
maybe?
Right.
Yeah.
How to balance a checkbook.
I know I
how to
didn't
be-
learn that in high school.
Certainly not. That's why
Yeah.
I'm bald, because I can't afford a house.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, why are we teaching that? They're
Mhm.
not even eligible to do anything sexually at that age,
Right.
technically.
Sure.
But what do we? Why are we teaching that? That's the main focus? I don't agree with it.
I guess I'll just.
I really don't.
For last question, I'll reflect
Yeah.
the same question back at you. Why do you think they're teaching that? Why do you think they want to teach that?
I guess for the future of what their agenda was, or maybe might have been, they wanted to possibly mold people into some kind of hipster, hippie, 60s, 70s thing. But it wasn't even like that in the 60s and 70s.
Right.
My uncle, gay, took me to Broadway for every year, Christmas Eve. That was my gift. My birthday's December 29th. Did I have an issue with any kind of homosexuality, heterosexuality? No. He taught me culture. I
Sure.
understand that. And I
Yeah.
think that's what they're trying to
Yeah.
instill, but they're instilling it at a very young age.
Right.
So I really don't appreciate that, because now their minds are skewed and they see the internet, and it becomes, they start skewing their brains until they're 21, 22, when they didn't really even know who they were when they were 10.
Where are you from?
Dominican Republic.
Dominican Republic. So how do you feel about the leadership over there and the administration over there versus how the administration has been since you've been in this country?
Oh, that's a hard question.
Yeah.
I feel like
We asked the hard ones.
I mean, the leadership over there is pretty good. We have a nice president. Of course, some things can be done better, and I think that's something that all presidents can work in, like have a good structure to make things the best that they can. But specifically in this country, since this country pretty much leads the war, I think it has like a bigger quote of responsibility.
What would you then say to people who would say, "Oh, I'm worried about Trump being president because my rights are going to get taken away. I'm so scared that he's going to be president. I might have to leave the country." Like, what do you say to those type of people?
No, I'm not scared for anything. I'm so happy. I want to be Trump next president. It's good.
What do you think the American dream is going to be under Trump?
The rich get rich.
So I can understand why you say that in a lot of terms. In most of the president terms, there's always been like either a war that's been started. But what if I told you that when Trump was president, he was the first president in 40 years where we didn't have any new wars? How would you feel about that?
Anyway,
Any new wars? Like no wars were started. So like in the last 4 years under Biden, we had the Ukraine war, the pullout of Afghanistan, and Israel with Palestine. The war, and when Bush was president, we had like the whole 9/11 attacks and dealing with that. What if I told you that when Trump was president, there were absolutely no wars the entire time he was president?
I would say that's a good connotation. Wars are never like a good indicator of things. So,
But he's the one president who's literally in 40 years, no wars at all. Does that like impress you? Does that be like, oh, is that nothing to you? How do you feel about that?
it's nice.
Nice.
It's good to know it, because at the end of the day, we want the best for the world,
Absolutely.
and if that means no wars, was perfect.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. So, referring to your last statement, you said about women's health care. I will say that in this state, it is legal all the way up to 9 months. So, and that will not change in this state.
Right.
Does that make you worry less? Are you more excited, or does that make you even more worried? How do you react to that news?
I mean, for me personally in this state, great. But for other women, other places, what happens to them?
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it, and thank you for your time. I appreciate it. They didn't think I was weird. They have an actual train coming. I'm cool, guys. Please like, subscribe, and follow. Let's get us to 200 subscribers. All right, guys. Go ahead. Say what do you want? Just like what do you? Just my one question is, how do you guys feel about President Trump about to be taking the office again? Are you excited or are you worried?
Amazing. So happy.
What makes you?
Trump.
What are you most excited about?
Everything.
Can you give me one specific policy?
Okay,
Economy?
there you go.
Yeah, I like that.
Everything.
All right, fair enough.
Everything.
Thank you so.
Trump, baby.
Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day.
Right, yeah, even though you're right,
Super
talented.
Right.
Made my songs on my own.
Right.
I've been torrented.
Right.
So